freestyle rap at all?
Not yet.
Doesn't it appear to be extremely coincidental that you guys arrest people right outside of Governor Newsom's press conference? Is this really just a show of power?
Patriots, are you there? I just came back into the feed. I apologize about that. Okay, everybody, come on in. Secret Service Sam is here. This is Welcome to Samson's World. This is where court, comedy, and culture collide in your freaking mouth, baby. Oh my gosh. You know what just happened? I started the feed and then I lost power on my computer. It completely died. But what's amazing is that I was able to plug it in, power came back on, and I came back, baby. I came back. I am here. Welcome to Samson's World, where court, comedy, culture, and your universe collides. A very sad weekend, as we know. Rob Reiner, the amazing actor, director, I mean, made one of my most favorite movies, Stand By Me. When the night has come and the land is dark, and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand now. Stand by me. Stand by me. The rumor goes that Rob Reiner, the story is the way River Phoenix told it, that Rob Reiner was going to name the movie a different title. I'm forgetting, it was like The Body or something, because it was a Stephen King movie. And River Phoenix was, I think, playing guitar, and maybe Kiefer Sutherland taught him how to play Stand By Me or something. They were playing it, and it was there that Rob Reiner decided to change the name of the movie. killed their son. They must be turning in their graves, having everyone assume their son's gender. I didn't even know about that. Yeah, guys, this is crazy. Rob Reiner's son, Nick, who, you know, apparently now we're finding out a lot about him. I mean, it was terrible. They found them with their throats slit. I mean, it's just everything so disgusting. And he was such a beautiful man who didn't deserve this type of end. And, you know, I was telling my kids, I was like, can you imagine having a child, bringing them into this planet just to take you off the planet? I mean, it's so insane. It's so sad. It really highlights mental illness. God, I mean, and a father's love and the wish to do anything for your child, you know. That's what we do as parents, you know. We do anything for our children, and sometimes it can be to a fault. So yeah, it's a very sad day. I mean, Princess Bride, it's one of my most favorite movies. I mean, he literally made all of your most favorite movies. I mean, Harry Met Sally was an excellent movie. I mean, he made 20 films, or probably more. But just such a talented man. And I'm really, you know, I have this clip that's pretty emotional from a movie his son and him did together. He directed, and I think his son wrote it, called, I think, Go Charlie, or
just be honest and own something for once. Honesty, great. I'm really glad you brought that up, Dad. I am, because you know, I was never a big fan of your pirate movies, but that sociopath you played on the phone with that Utah bull, that was spot on. You left me no choice. Oh, no choice. You're gonna talk to me about choices? You've had plenty of choices, Charlie. Yeah, rehab or jail. You know, quite a wide selection there. You're really gonna do this?
Yeah, I mean, it's just that really. Here's a really beautiful video I found of Rob Reiner talking about Medgar Evers. Check this out.
It's Rob Reiner. In 1996, I made a movie called The Ghost of Mississippi, which was all about civil rights leader Medgar Evers and the trial of the man who assassinated him, Byron De La Beckwith. And while I was making that movie, we were scouting the location of the actual site where Medgar Evers was assassinated by this white supremacist Beckwith. And we actually shot it at the actual location on Gine Street. And when I was standing there on the driveway, the very spot where Medgar Evers was assassinated, I started to cry. And I was crying because it hit me that the horror of a man being gunned down in his own driveway in front of his 3 children. I had 2 children at the time. I have 3 now, and it resonated with me, that the horror of all of that and being taken away from your children. So we made the movie, and Myrlie Evers, Medgar's widow, was a consultant on the film, and that when we were on the Oprah Winfrey Show promoting the film, Myrlie gave me something that also made me cry, and I have it here because it's the most important artifact that I have in my office, and this is the poll tax receipt that was in.
Could you guys hear that video? Sorry, I had to adjust the output for a second. Can you hear this now? You should.
Medgar's wallet the night he was assassinated in his driveway. And I've always kept it with me, and it like I say, it means more to me than anything, because here you have Medgar Evers, who stood for equality, who fought and died for equality, so that everyone could have the right to vote, the right to exist in a free society. And here we are, so many years later, and we're still carrying on that fight, but we're carrying it on the shoulders of men like Medgar Evers and Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. And so I just want to say that I'm I'm touched that you asked me to address you, because we all have to honor what Medgar did, what Medgar stood for, especially at this time when those rights are being taken away from us. We have to fight even harder.
Man, Rob Reiner was such a great guy. Again, guys, if you're just joining, this is Samson's World. Excuse me, where court comedy culture and your universe collide. We're just kind of honoring Rob Reiner today. His son, I guess, allegedly took the life of him and his wife, Michelle. Looks like on Sunday, the police received a call around 3:40 p.m. I believe the daughter is the one who found them with several lacerations, some on their neck, I believe. We don't know a lot now, but it's so tragic. They were saying Billy Crystal and his wife came over to the house. Rob Reiner is just like, when I was thinking about him today, is like, it reminds me of if my dad was in films, and and him and his dad, Carl Reiner, was in the Show of Shows with Sid Caesar, which was one of the most famous and kind of first sketch comedy shows ever. So it's just such a Hollywood legacy. And this is just such a, such a class act. You're right about that. And yes, it's very sad about the killings on Bondi Beach in Australia. Thank you. The world is really, we're off kilter a little bit. I saw that. It was a Hanukkah celebration. Jim Jeffries had a good point, a comedian, that there's been something like 13,000 mass puns or something in our nation, and Australia has 6. So while this was, awful, and he had a rifle, he at least didn't have an automatic gun, which in the States here, we know that's easy to get. Something has to be done. We're killing each other, and just for what? For their blood money. You know what I mean? It's just so sad. It's so unnecessary. And of course, Rob Reiner was such a great voice. He was such an amazing filmmaker. I mean, God, Stand By Me alone. Go back and watch that film. It's just so emotional. And the soundtrack, I was thinking about this the other day. I grew up on that soundtrack. If you go listen, lollipop, lollipop, lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, lolly, 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 lollipop, ba boom, boom, boom. Remember that? I mean, the whole soundtrack is amazing. Go check that out. Go watch his films. Princess Bride. Somebody, I think it was his dad was saying, whenever I'm depressed, I watch Princess Bride, whenever I, really beautiful. And Stand By Me was his third movie. And let's not forget Spinal Tap, which pretty much kicked off the mockumentary genre, if you will. Spinal Tap is one of the most hilarious comedies ever. It's a really great. Go watch that. That was his first film. Imagine that. So, instead of using guns and violence to speak out, try to have others understand before killings. Yeah, we definitely have to calm, well, guys, let's get into it. Here's what's happening in your world. It's your world. Speaking of politics and all this, I don't know if you saw the disaster, which was the Erica Kirk interview with Barry Weiss. Barry Weiss, by the way, CBS is done, guys. It's amazing. Like, somehow I am becoming, I don't know if this is the right word, the antithesis to Nick Fuentes. I'm like, if there's good and evil, I'm like the good Nick Fuentes without the racism, but I can kind of talk like him, right? But I'm not a virgin. Nothing wrong with being a virgin. I'm not hiding behind religion. I'm just presenting you truth and facts as much as I know, as much as we can work to find out together. But that's my goal. I'm like, there's a real void. We have so many Joe Rogan, Tony Hinchcliffe, Nick Fuentes. We had Charlie Kirk. All these kind of conservative podcasters that are kind of negative. Theo Vaughn. I mean, so I'm coming up. I'm drawing a line in the sand. I'm saying, here I am. I'm Sam. And I'm just promoting peace, love, harmony, real. But Erica Kirk, this interview was so weird. Guys, she's so performative. The eyes, like if I were her handlers, if I were people, I'd be like, if you want to know, stop. Go home to your kids. Go home to your kids and just disappear for a little bit and then come back. That's maybe normal. But no, it's just getting crazy. LOL, oh my Sam, you sent a post to watch on something about her being pregnant 2 months after her husband died. Yeah, I know she was praying she was pregnant. No, man. I mean, it's not immaculate conception. But look at this. The guy who asked the last question to Charlie did it. And CBS is gone. That was my point. This is why I'm the future of journalism. Somehow it's happened. There's nobody out here. There's Aaron Parnas. There's myself. There's a few other folks out there. But in terms of news media that you can trust, honest, just real people, there's very little. They're all being paid to lie to you.
Erica, as you know, the last person that Charlie ever spoke to was a Utah Valley student named Hunter Kozak. He was asking Charlie a question that day when he was shot, and he's here tonight, and he wants to ask you a question.
Now, word is Bari Weiss wanted like teleprompters and all this shit because she couldn't memorize her questions. And I mean, CBS is trash. When I saw how leading all these questions were and how softball, it was trash. I mean, just go ahead.
Hi there. Erica, I want to tell you how much I appreciate your calls for peace and unity. And I'm likewise horrified by the people in my so-called camp who were cheering about Charlie's murder. I believe that they stoke the flames of violence. But even worse is when powerful, influential people on either side of the aisle stoke the flames. When they do it, the flames can become an inferno.
Yep.
And this leads me to Donald Trump, the most powerful and influential person on earth, who has more responsibility than anyone else to put the flames out. Just last month, President Trump called on 6 Democratic lawmakers to be tried for sedition, which he clarified was punishable by death. He then reposted a simple message: hang them. I think that you've been making strides to bring peace to our country, and that turning point has been asking Democrats to decry the individuals who cheer for violence. I have and will continue to decry them. But any good faith effort to stop political violence must hold both parties to the same standard and expectation. So in that spirit, will you condemn the violent rhetoric of Donald Trump, the most powerful and influential person on earth?
Ooh, that's such a tough one for me to answer because that's my daddy. If the West didn't have curry and hummus, it would be much safer. I'm not so sure about that. I love curry and hummus.
I appreciate your question.
Appreciate your question, but I'm possessed right now. I mean, it's like so. Why? She's not a politician. She is a podcaster's wife. I just don't understand this. She doesn't have the talent, obviously, of what her husband did. And her husband preached that women should stay home. Well, this is going again. She's become the CEO. She should be handing it over to a man, according to her husband. This is just, I don't get it.
You know my heart. Why would I ever say, yes, go murder people? This is so much deeper than just one. I understand your sentiment. I do.
I do, but I'm not going to talk bad about President Trump, is what she wants to say. I understand your sentiment, but I'm not going to talk bad about Daddy.
But this is also so much deeper than just one person.
So deep, put her ass to sleep.
This starts at the home, okay? This starts with family. This starts with a seed that grows and grows. You can choose to have evil in your heart, or you can choose to have light.
Yeah, that's true.
What you consume and what you absorb from the outside world will manifest itself.
That's true. I'll give it for that.
No, I will never agree with political violence.
Okay.
My husband is a victim of it. I'm a victim of it.
Why did Jews love curry? Leroy Footlong, this feels a little bit mean what you're doing here. I'll show people. Curry and hummus are demons. She's actively choosing evil like her husband did. Oh, that's you action pack. Yep. Leroy, I don't know, man. Those are some interesting views you have. I don't know. I don't think it's that deep. She's a good actress. And how do you cry and use tissue at the outer middle of your eyes? Yeah, she's crying. She's crying in reverse. She's crying backwards. That's why it's just not believable. It's so performative.
But what I'm trying to say here is that we can.
But the thing is, the evangelicals, like people in our world who belong to kind of those like stadium churches and stuff, they can't tell the difference. That's what I'm letting you guys know right now. What I've realized is there is a good part of our country, and they don't go to the churches, you know, like they don't do that stuff anymore. They are like, Jesus is the Lord, he is the Lord, he is a mighty, mighty God. And it's a whole, people are on drummer boys coming down on suspended cables. It's like a Katy Perry concert. Okay, these Joel Osteen, oh, it's just a beautiful world. The mass churches now is just, this is taken over. And that's the thing. They think this is not performative to them. This is, she's been touched.
Blame everyone else. We have to look in the mirror.
Oh.
When you become a father, when you become a mother.
Oh.
How are you raising your kids?
Oh.
Are you taking responsibility, or are you giving them a device and saying, go down that rabbit hole? I'm trying to go to Pilates class.
Oh my God. Oh God, here's a confession. I just went to Pilates class today. Here's a device, kids. I'm going to rock my core out and get these abs in shape. Okay. The Pilates class, dude. What are you even talking about? Yes, I did go to Pilates, but my kids are in school. I wouldn't hand them it. Well, I would say, hey, here's a movie. Daddy's going to Pilates. Hey, but isn't it a lot better that I'm going to Pilates and not like, hey, Daddy's going to the dispensary. Sit here on this device and don't go down any rabbit holes. Don't you dare go down. Don't you dare go down any rabbit holes. You know what I mean? This is crazy. Anyway, I'm digressulating. Europe for Europeans only. I don't know, dude. Your stance seems kind of white supremacist. Yeah, she's I will say she's like very Aryan. She's giving very Aryan nation vibes, bro. She's giving a lot of Jews will not replace us vibes. But the weird thing is her whole Shabbat Shalom. I asked my wife, she's Catholic. I'm like, nobody in your family says Shabbat Shalom. I went to Regis University with all Jesuit Catholic school prep boys. Like these are just like rich Catholic prep boys, and they made Jew jokes. They said, hey, Sam, don't Jew us down. They made Jewish jokes, but they never said Shabbat Shalom. Hey, Sam, we're celebrating the Sabbath today. It's Friday. You want to fast with us? Like, what? Hey, bro, turn off the electricity. We can't use our electric lighter for the bong today. Shabbat Shalom. Hey, Shabbat Shalom. Hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Hine mato, hine mato. Happy first day of Hanukkah, by the way. Shana na 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 na. Hine mato fu manaiv. Shevet alim kam yacha. Hine mato fu manaiv. Shevet alim kamya. Anyway, I'm digressulating. Happy first day of Hanukkah. Now I gotta get my fucking kids 8 presents. I already got them Christmas presents. Now I gotta do Hanukkah presents. Where is Hanukkah Harry when you need him?
You can just sit in the corner and look at your iPad or look at your phone and go down that rabbit hole and see what you can learn from that instead of being a parent. So my call to action from that is parents, step up.
Parents, step up, because I'm not going to say anything bad about my Lord and Savior, Donald Trump. Christ.
Do you want your kid to be a thought leader or an assassin.
Oh, God, isn't there like, I don't know. I thought maybe he'd be a dentist or something. Isn't there something in between? Maybe work for the city? You know what I mean? Like, whatever, I just didn't. I thought there were more choices between a thought leader and an assassin. Okay, duly noted.
That's where we're at.
Okay.
Do you think our political leaders have a responsibility to turn the temperature down right now?
Well, I think everyone has a responsibility to do that, and I'm doing my part. I'm not in control of other people.
Erica, as you know,
This is crazy. Bari Weiss sucks. I just can't even listen to her voice. Let's see. I guess Trump's parents need to step up. That's what I was thinking too, action packed. That way, you know what? Thank you for reminding me of that. Because when she said that, like, parents, where are you? Yes. Donald Trump's parents, where are you? Speaker Mike Johnson's parents, where are you? Chuck Schumer's parents, where are you? All politicians' parents, where are you? Come get your kids. Come get your kids. Come get your bad kids. I tell you what, kids can ruin everything. Kids really can ruin everything. They ruined my sex life for a little bit. My wife and I the other night, we were trying to make sweet love. You know how that goes sometimes. And we get going, and then there's a knock at the door. Hey, Daddy, we have to do my science project. Are you coming? Are you coming? No, I'm not coming, and neither is your mother. Thanks to you. Come on. Jokes, guys. Anyway, it is 2:47. It's 5:47. Yes, Trump's parents need to seriously step up. Let me see what else I got here on the docket. A little 3-eye atlas. Let's get to that juice spot real quick. Oh, but before, let me show real quick. Here's what's happening in your world. It's your world. Kim Kardashian, speaking of terrible kids, she could not control her kids at her graduation party. She's already thrown a graduation party when she didn't pass the bar. So I don't know how that works. I guess you can graduate and then you have to pass the bar. She did not pass the bar. So check out this video of her kids just being awful. Not a surprise.
I'm not gonna lie, and studying for the bar now is it's a lot.
Hey guys, no fighting. Come on. Come on. Stop it. I'm serious. I'm serious.
Stop it. Kobe.
Okay, there are like certain kids that are just meant to be like perfect little angels.
I don't know. I just call that there's kids that are meant to be disciplined and raised by their parents and not a nanny, and then they act well in public. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy.
Sit there in public, and then there's mine.
I did it!
Look at Kris Jenner not clapping.
Even though my kids are chaotic, today has really meant the world to me. Just being able to like put this bow on like the last 6 years and like put this chapter behind me.
Guys, should we throw our caps?
I don't think I got this with high school, so I'm
Me
thrilled.
neither, that's what I was saying.
It just meant a lot to me that everyone showed up for this, because this is such a huge chunk of my life.
Dude, what a fucking tool. She didn't even pass the bar. I would be like, I want my party back.
1, 2,
I want my time back.
3.
They're like, we didn't even do this for high
That's a
school.
really big deal. I graduated law school. So I did want to like soak in the moment and soak in the fact.
Soak it in. That's what she did with Ray J. Whoa, dude. But I mean, this is just so, I mean, come on, dude. Yeah, it's reckless endangerment of a minor. The Kardashians make me think we should have licenses for being parents. Yes, you're absolutely right about that, action packed. RFK's parents, yes, need to step up. If Erica's, I totally agree with you. I think RFK's parents, if what is that JFK? I don't know what he can do, if he can come back and do anything, but you have to see RFK. The thing about him is he's a wonderful parent. He teaches his kids how to cut off the head of a horse and bring it home and chew on it and eat it and not get autism. But he's a great guy. Cheryl Hines is his wife, and he ruined her career on Curb Your Enthusiasm because I'm such an awful person that Larry kicked my wife off the show as his wife. Larry David told me one time he gave Cheryl head and he said it was delicious. And he said it kills me every time that I can't have her on the show and eat her pussy. But he said, I just couldn't agree with your politics. So it's really sad. So what I did, and Larry doesn't know this, but I sent him a letter full of anthrax and autism for Christmas or Hanukkah. So happy Hanukkah, you son of a bitch. Anyway, I'm digressulating. Let's hear a little something here. Let's keep it on Kim K. I think she's done.
I have a degree.
God, no, you have a dick in your rear. Okay, Sam, keep it clean. There's kids out here. Check this out. We got a little more on 3i.
Just bizarre. Can you tell us what happened to the NASA Maven spacecraft? It's been circling.
Keep in mind, you guys, this Friday, 3i Atlas in theaters from the guys who brought you Halley's Comet. Comes a comet like no other, the size of Manhattan. 3i Atlas.
Stars for the last 10 years, and then suddenly 3i Atlas goes by it, and now for the first time in a decade, NASA has suddenly lost contact with Maven. What happened?
Well, the spacecraft went behind Mars when it obviously cannot communicate with Earth, but when it came back, there wasn't any contact, no signal, and NASA is...
Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me. I was honored, but I cannot live without you, yeah. Baby, come back.
Trying to figure out what to do about it. The last scientific data that was valuable that came from Maven was the data from the passage of 3i.
So I think they're saying we've lost 3i Atlas connection. NASA's lost connection, but this Friday it's going to show up. I don't know. We'll see.
Atlas close to Mars within 30 million kilometers. That happened on October 2nd. We saw some of the data in the press conference that NASA organized recently, but somehow this spacecraft is not available anymore now.
Yeah, and Maven theoretically would have taken photos of 3i Atlas. Is that correct?
Yes, it did already, and we saw some data from it.
So there you go. And NASA now claims, whoops, well, all of a sudden Maven is gone. We don't have contact with Maven, meaning we can't release those photos publicly.
So what, is NASA lying to us again? Who knows, man? I mean, honestly, you want to talk about DEI, everybody in the Trump administration's cabinet is just, they're not even DEI. We can't even, diversity, equity, and inclusion is a beautiful, 3 beautiful words, actually, if you're a good person and human being. These guys are just pompous incompetence. That's what they are. Pompous incompetence. Remember those words.
Quickly. Okay, let's move on. So we're 8 days from 3i Atlas being closest to Earth on December 19th. What are you expecting us to learn next week? Are there going to be new photos released, or are we going to go through this whole thing again with NASA where they delay and lie and delay?
Yep.
Well, it's not up to NASA. There are hundreds of observatories around the globe that will observe it. It's actually a very...
and this is a good point. It's not up to NASA anymore because there's so many other amateur scientists, enthusiasts who are out there showing us the truth. And the same thing with like I'm saying, independent journalism, journalists like myself. We are here when everybody else is lying, when everybody else might shut down the real information. Again, nobody's talking about 3i Atlas now. Joe Rogan just picked it up on his fat little short head drum. Come on now, Sam.
Fortunate coincidence that the new moon occurs on December 19th when 3i Atlas is closest to Earth, so there wouldn't be any moonlight contaminating the images that we get. There would be also data obtained by the Webb telescope, the Hubble telescope.
Dancing in the moonlight.
There are too many telescopes available for anyone to block that data. And what I'm looking forward to is, in particular, knowing the speed of the gas in the jets that we see around the...
Yeah, that is true, Action Pack. They do have it dedicated, but I do feel like they're not giving us as good of pictures and images as some of the amateurs like Ray's photography, for example. But what do you think?
Atlas, one of them is towards the sun, very surprising. We don't see that very often. And if we know the speed...
I put my thing towards the sun. What is that song? Ooh-wee. The government was shut down and they couldn't retrieve the photos for a while, but they released them all when they were available. Yeah, that's true. Issue also is others have had more clearer pics and images. Yeah, I think the thing is, I mean, of course, the shutdown and all that. I really didn't appreciate that excuse they had, but you know what it is. What are we gonna do about it, guys? Like I always say, I'm too poor to stop the war. Also others have had more clear pics. Thank you. Yeah, guys. Yeah, it's all about clear pics these days, right? Am I right? That's what
we know the composition of those jets. We can figure out if they are just pockets of ice that are sublimated when exposed to sunlight, or perhaps some technological thrusters.
Right. That's either the thing. Is it pockets of gas that are sublimated once ice hits them, or are these alien technology thrusters that he's saying?
Okay, Elon Musk was on a podcast with Deputy Chief of Staff Stephen Miller's wife this week talking about UAPs and UFOs. Take a listen.
I don't know of any aliens. People always ask me if there are aliens. I have seen no evidence of aliens.
Okay, Dr. Loeb, I'm going to ask for your opinion. I know you're a scientist, but do you think Elon Musk knows a lot more than he's letting on? How do you get all those government contracts and run SpaceX and not know at least a little bit more than the public?
Yeah, it's surprising because the director of national intelligence, who is supposed to know everything, delivered more than 3 reports to the U.S. Congress in recent years, basically testifying that there are objects in the sky that we don't fully understand.
You hear that, Patriots? There's objects in the sky that we fully don't understand. If Elon Musk is clearly lying, he knows. Use of government shut down by NASA, but they still could have shown all and not just half the truth to us. They could have just said, guys, we are shut down, but we are keeping track of 3i Atlas, you know, kind of like be right back little message, something. What else do I have? I gotta be getting out of here to pick up the kids. Let me see what else I got for you guys. Here's a little more from Dr.
Distinguished guests and fellow explorers of the cosmos. Today we gather to confront a discovery that reminds us of both the vastness of our universe and the delicate vulnerability of our home planet. Recent modeling has revealed that the detached fragment from the interstellar object known as 3i Atlas is now on a trajectory intersecting with Earth's orbital path. While this finding may sound alarming at first, it also serves as a powerful testament to how far humanity has come in its ability to detect, track, and understand celestial visitors arriving from beyond our solar system. 3i Atlas was already extraordinary, a traveler formed around another star, crossing the icy void for millions of years before passing near our sun. But the revelation that a piece of this ancient wanderer has separated and is drifting independently toward Earth is something that demands our attention. Not because danger is certain, but because knowledge is essential. Every object that journeys from interstellar space carries with it secrets about environments far older and more diverse than our own. A fragment like this is a messenger from a place we have never seen, containing material shaped under alien conditions. Its presence near Earth provides an unprecedented scientific opportunity, one that could deepen our understanding of planetary formation, chemical diversity, and the processes that govern the behavior of objects that drift between stars. But, beyond its scientific importance, this discovery challenges us to reconsider our preparedness for external forces arriving from deep space.
Man, I love this, Avi Loeb. Guys, this just in, President Trump doubles down on his comments on Rob Reiner. I cannot believe this. I just downloaded this.
Himself in career-wise, he became like a deranged person, Trump derangement syndrome. So I was not a fan of Rob Reiner at all in any way, shape, or form. I thought he was very bad for our country.
Trump is doubling down on his claim that Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle might still be alive if they had been nicer about him.
And yeah, he is cray. He has Trump derangement syndrome, and it's just called dementia. Yep, 3i Atlas won't come closer than 3AU near Earth. And then, yep, when you get dementia, your filter is one of the first things that go. Yeah, it's very obvious. I mean, dude, he's so old. It's crazy. You guys, this has been a great episode of Samson's World. It's been nice, short, and sweet, how I like it, but I got to go pick up my kids. I will be back here tomorrow. Sorry I took Saturday off. I was just tired, was spending some time with the fam. You know, my daughter had some soccer games, so I had to do that. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Please keep light, love, health, safety around your life. Like Action Pack says, always make sure to keep looking up. I will update you guys as these situations keep coming live every day at 5 p.m. EST. I will be here, Samson's World, where court, comedy, and culture collide and your universe. This is Secret Service Sam. Secret Service Sam out. Samson for president of the world.
Can you freestyle rap at all?
Not yet.
Doesn't it appear to be extremely coincidental that you guys arrest people right outside of Governor Newsom's press conference? Is this really just a show of power?